Since 1945, immigration to the United Kingdom under British nationality law has been significant. In particular from the Republic of Ireland and from the former British Empire, especially India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, the Caribbean, South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya and Hong Kong. Other immigrants have come from member states of the European Union, exercising one of the European Union's 4 freedoms, and a smaller number have come as asylum seekers, seeking protection as refugees under the United Nations 1951 Refugee Convention. About 70% of the population increase between the 2001 and 2011 censuses was due to foreign-born immigration. 7.5 million people were born overseas, although the census gives no indication of their immigration status or intended length of stay. Provisional figures show that in 2013, 526,000 people arrived to live in the UK whilst 314,000 left, meaning that net inward migration was 212,000. The number of people immigrating to the UK increased between 2012 and 2013 by 28,000, whereas the number emigrating fell by 7,000. From April 2013 to April 2014, a total of 560,000 immigrants were estimated to have arrived in the UK, including 81,000 British citizens and 214,000 from other parts of the EU. An estimated 317,000 people left, including 131,000 British citizens and 83,000 other EU citizens. The top countries represented in terms of arrivals were China, India, Poland, the United States, and Australia. In 2014, approximately 125,800 foreign citizens were naturalized as British citizens. This figure fell from around 208,000 in 2013, which was the highest figure recorded since 1962, when records began. Between 2009 and 2013, the average number of people granted British citizenship per year was 195,800. The main countries of previous nationality of those naturalized in 2014 were India, Pakistan, the Philippines, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Nepal, China, South Africa, Poland and Somalia. The UK government can also grant settlement to foreign nationals, which confers on them permanent residence in the UK, without granting them British citizenship. Grants of settlement are made on the basis of various factors, including employment, family formation and reunification, and asylum. The total number of grants of settlement was approximately 154,700 in 2013, compared to 241,200 in 2010 and 129,800 in 2012. In comparison, migration to and from Central and Eastern Europe has increased since 2004 with the accession to the European Union of 8 Central and Eastern European states, since there is free movement of labour within the EU. In 2008, the UK government began phasing in a new points-based immigration system for people from outside of the European Economic Area. According to an August 2018 publication of the House of Commons Library, several definitions for a migrant exist in United Kingdom. A migrant can be, in the lead-up to World War II, many people from Germany, particularly those belonging to minorities which were persecuted under Nazi rule, such as Jews, sought to emigrate to the United Kingdom, and it is estimated that as many as 50,000 may have been successful. There were immigration caps on the number who could enter and, subsequently, some applicants were turned away when the UK declared war on Germany. However, migration between the countries ceased following the end of the Second World War. The British Nationality Act 1948 allowed the 800 million subjects in the British Empire to live and work in the United Kingdom without needing a visa, although this was not an anticipated consequence of the Act, which was never intended to facilitate mass migration. This migration was initially encouraged to help fill gaps in the UK labour market for both skilled and unskilled jobs, including in public services such as the newly created National Health Service and London Transport. Many people were specifically brought to the UK on ships, notably the Empire Windrush in 1948. Commonwealth immigration, made up largely of economic migrants, rose from 3,000 per year in 1953 to 46,800 in 1956 and 136,400 in 1961. The heavy numbers of migrants resulted in the establishment of a cabinet committee in June 1952. Find ways which might be adopted to check the immigration into this country of colored people from British colonial territories. Although the committee recommended not to introduce restrictions, the Commonwealth Immigrants Act was passed in 1962 as a response to public sentiment that the new arrivals should return to their own countries, and that no more of them come to this country. Introducing the legislation to the House of Commons, the Conservative Home Secretary Rub Butler stated that the justification for the control which is included in this bill, which I shall describe in more detail in a few moments, is that a sizable part of the entire population of the earth is at present legally entitled to come and stay in this already densely populated country. It amounts altogether to on